welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be showing you how to do a full highlight and contour cream and powder. I don't usually do, that's my niece if you can hear, just come. This is my niece, everyone. I'm sure you've seen her on Snapchat. But yeah, I don't usually do a full cream and powder highlight and contour. I usually just do mostly powder. If you do just want to do powder, you can totally skip the cream step. That's what I tend to do. But if you did want to do the whole shebang, then this is how you do it. If you do use cream and powder, it's really good for getting a really strong and harsh contour. So it's great for like nights out or pictures and things like that. But day to day, if you just want a nice general contour, a bit of structure and definition, then powder is also just as good. So guys, if you want to know how to do a full cream and powder contour and highlight, especially for Asian skin tones, because these are the kind of shades that I like to use, then please do keep on watching. If you do like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks guys. So first things first, we're going to jump in with highlighting, and I'm going to use a full coverage concealer to do this, and this is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just applying this underneath my eyes first. This is to cover up any dark circles, but also we want to highlight the center of our face. Imagine like an upside down triangle. That is how I'm going to highlight, if that makes sense. So just underneath the eyes, then I'm going to do down the bridge of my nose, the top of my forehead, or the center of my forehead, sorry, and Cupid's bow and chin. So just imagine there's an upside down triangle. Then to cream contour, I've got this iconic London cream contour kit, and I'm taking the darker shade of it, and this is such a lovely cream contour kit to use. It's so nice and creamy and easy to blend. I'm applying this in the hollows of my cheeks, on my temples, and also just on my chin, underneath my chin, sorry, and down the sides of my nose. Now, if you have a larger forehead than me, you can take it along the top of your whole forehead, but I have a smaller head, so just the sides works for me. Just remember guys, it's not one size fits all for contouring. You've got to do what's right for your face shape, and this is what works for my face shape. So yeah, I'm just using this iconic London brush. I'm going to list all the brushes I'm using for this video down below in the description box. And yeah, I'm just blending this out, and you can see how easy this cream contour blends. It's so quick and easy, honestly. It works like an absolute dream. So I'm just blending this into the skin by like patting over the area. I'm like kind of stippling it into the foundation that I'd already applied beforehand. By stippling the product, you're kind of keeping it there in the same place, so you're not moving the product around too much. So you're going to keep it where you've placed it, if that makes sense, but still blending it into the foundation and into the skin so that it looks nice and flawless and seamless. So you want to get rid of those harsh lines, but you still want them to be there and still be visible, but just softly blended, if that makes sense. And then to blend out my nose contour, I'm just taking a smaller brush to do this, and then I'm just softly blending this down the sides of my nose. And then I'm just spritzing a couple sprays of the Smashbox primer water. You can use Fix Plus if you want to, or any kind of like setting spray, but this is just to give a little bit of movement to the concealer that we'd already applied, because it has been sitting on our skin for quite some time, so it does tend to get a little bit dry or matte, especially this concealer. So yeah, if you just spray any sort of spray on your face, it will just give it a bit of moistness. I hate that word, but yeah, you just want to again stipple your product in and blend it out. That way you're keeping the product where you want it, but softly blended. Then to cream highlight. So you can't cream highlight on top of powder. So if you want to cream highlight, now is the time to do so. And I'm using my Huda Beauty Gold Sands 3D highlighter palette. And I'm taking the cream highlight called Fiji from the same palette. And just on my finger, I'm just patting this into the skin, onto the top of the cheekbones, and also just down the bridge of my nose. So now we're all done with cream products, we're going to go in with our powder products, and I'm going to go in with my Morphe contour palette, and I'll leave the name of it down below. But I'm just mixing these two shades here, and I'm just taking that over the top of the areas where I've already cream contoured. And this is just to not only set that cream contour in place, but it's also to further enhance it and make it look a little bit stronger and more striking. I'm also just taking it down the sides of my nose, so basically anywhere and everywhere where we've already applied the contour. I do like to bronze my skin also, so this would be the time to do so, and I like to use a powder bronzer, and this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deepest, and I'm just lightly taking this over the top of those same areas where we've contoured. Then for powder highlight, I'm taking Seychelles from the same Huda Beauty palette, and I'm just taking that along the top of the cream highlighter that we've already done. And you can see when you do cream and powder highlight, it's so much more stronger and striking. Look, even I'm like, damn. So I'm just taking this over the top of the areas that I want to highlight, and I like to highlight basically everywhere around my face. And you generally want to do it on the highest points. And then just to clean up that contour and make it look a little bit more sharp, I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder just underneath to make it look sharp, and then I'm dusting it off straight away. Now this step isn't a must, but I do like my skin to look glowy, so I'm just taking the shade Tahiti from the same Huda Beauty palette just over the areas where I've contoured to make it look nice and soft and glowy. And then for blush, I'm taking the shade Zanzibar from the same palette, and I'm just running this along the apples of the cheeks and back towards that contour. But this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.